In Soviet Russia, there was a famous joke. You turn on the radio and hear about Lenin. You open the newspaper and read about Lenin. Now I'm terrified to open my fridge. These days, one could say the same about Donald Trump and his global tariffs. Because after a US Supreme Court ruling called his last week tariffs unconstitutional, Trump simply doubled down and announced a new 15% import tax anyway. So what actually happened and how it will affect you? The Supreme Court ruled that the US Constitution gives the power of taxation strictly to Congress, not the President. By using emergency laws to tax the world, Trump overstepped his authority. And for the EU, this creates chaos. Last summer's still unratified EU-US trade deal, capping tariffs at 15%, is now in legal limbo. And with those powers voided, the European Commission is asking now for clarity, as European companies could potentially get billions in refunds for the tariffs they already paid. But here is the catch. This doesn't affect Trump's older tariffs on steel, aluminium and cars, which relied on completely different laws. But even with a conservative Republican-nominated majority, the Supreme Court still ruled against Trump, and in response he publicly attacked the very justices appointed by Republican presidents.
They're just being fools and lapdogs for the rhinos and the radical left Democrats.
So, back to that fridge joke. If these new tariffs hold, expect whatever the EU imports from the US to get more expensive. But there is hope. Danish shoppers are now using a new app that scans products to help you easily find local alternatives to US imports. So perhaps it's time for Europe to follow the famous motto: improvise, adapt, overcome?